Hey everyone, so today I wanted to talk about the Silicon Valley Bank as well as the New York Bank that had defaulted and basically went bankrupt. And the reason why they went bankrupt was due to the bond market being sold off on them, as well as the customers that they had pulling money out, so taking their deposits away. As you can see, I got this nice clean cut today. I feel completely different. I feel like an old man, really. But this is a topic that I really wanted to speak on because I know I may have spoken a little bit on it in the past. We now have word that 33 other banks may be getting ready to default on their on their promise of holding people's money and keeping it safe, right? That's what a person typically believes when they go to a bank, is that your money is safe with the bank. When you go in there and try to get your money back, there should be no issues. However, the reason why we have FDIC insurance is because people had lost trust in the banks when banks collapsed. In the past, history tends to repeat itself, right? People had lost trust in the banks and they no longer wanted to keep their money in the bank. So where were they keeping it? They were keeping it in their house, keeping it under a mattress, keeping it in the safe. They were hiding it in the grass, backyard, wherever they could keep their money where they thought no one else would find it. And so when it came time to trust a bank again, because you want the safety and security that comes with being able to essentially, the safety and security of having your money not be on your person, right? Having your money not be attached to the property that you're in. Robberies, theft, all that stuff that could occur, dangers to your life that can occur because you decided to have your money in your home. And so that security of putting it in a bank was reestablished with the FDIC insurance, because the FDIC insured you up to $250,000. Now, the average American does not have $250,000 in their home. However, a lot of these banks, they had multi-millionaire depositors, people who had multiple millions. And so as a bank, you can use almost 10 times what is in your deposits as leverage for a loan, right? So if somebody gives you $100, a bank can multiply that to $1,000. So for someone to give you $1 million, you might multiply your debt to 10 million. Imagine someone taking 10 million away, and then another 10 million, then another 10 million, then another 10 million. And as they're doing that, your bond markets are crashing. So now all those safety risks, all those parameters that you had set in place are no more. You're bankrupt. People are trying to pull money out and you don't have money to give. So as a bank, you've lost credibility, you've lost trust, because people can no longer believe in you to safeguard their investments. Now you have other people pulling money out, other banks collapsing in the process, and people are starting to question whether or not they should keep their money in the banks. So all those little guys, the little girls that have 250,000 or less, they're going to start pulling their money out. They're going to start to say, hey, I need to ensure that I'm good. Regardless of what the law states, regardless if the FDIC claimed that they would insure my portfolio and investments. And as we all know, the rich truly do get richer, but they also take on a lot more risk as well. And because the rich truly get richer, I do believe that there will be bailouts. There will be people who are able to continue to have that money, although the FDIC doesn't insure it up to that amount. And we've already heard news that the FDIC is going to ensure that California bank that defaulted on multiple millions of dollars of people's savings and give those people their money back. Although they only claim to insure up to $250,000, they're going to ensure all those depositors who lost multiple millions that they get their money back. What is that going to do? That's going to deplete our Federal Reserve. That's going to deplete the money that we have, and that's going to lead to a lack of money, period, in our economy. Those are taxpayer dollars going to those who somewhat invested in that banking system, and the banking system defaulting on them and not doing what it was supposed to do or what it was intended to do. So again, just a use of our money in a poor way constantly. That's always been the case. Do I want to see people with multiple millions lose their assets overnight because they trusted a bank with their money to be saved? Absolutely not. But we also see that how everyone is going to be affected. You know, the multiple millionaires, they don't pay taxes, but we do. And now we're funding them getting their money back. So just take that into consideration when you think about these things, right? When we say the poor stays poor and the rich get rich, there's a side effect to that. Like, hey, these people aren't paying into the system that is allowing them to get their money back right now, but we are, and we are not the ones at risk of losing that money to begin with. And so a lot of people may be conflicted by that. A lot of people might feel some type of way about that. But again, I do believe that it's a poor use of government funds. And here's why. You signed up for something knowing the rules, knowing the parameters, knowing the guidance, knowing the risk. And now that risk has taken place, you are not subject to said risk. That would never happen to me in the stock market. That would never happen to me in real estate. That would never happen, period, right? So we are not given that same grace. And because of that, it is just completely unfair. It's not fair. I'm not going to say it's not right. I'm not going to say it's wrong, but it is just simply not fair. So that is what it is on that stance. And then you have 33 other banks following suit. How are you going to be able to pay for all of those banks collapsing? The truth is, a lot more government spending, money that we don't have, and we will see what that leads to. Is probably going to lead to, honestly, if people lost that much money, it would lead to a collapse in many, many ways. But because the government is going to continue to pump more money into the economy or pump more money into the people, that collapse will not take place as it is supposed to naturally. And so we will not have a natural collapse by any means. It might be even more worse than it's supposed to be due to what the government is now doing. This is a situation that is constantly changing, constantly developing. And because of that, as the facts come out, I will continue to speak on it. I will continue to educate myself and educate the public. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you think what the Fed is doing is correct, let me know. Let me know why you believe that, or let me know why you don't believe that. And if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, because you know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.